Hi everyone, Nicky Smurfy161 here. Just coming on to do my crochet chit chat video because I really want to try and get back in the habit of doing this weekly, or maybe every other week, but I do hope to get back into it weekly. Sorry for the darkness here. I could put the light on but it wouldn't make that much difference. It's really weird weather because it's not overly cold but it's drizzly, so hence the cardigans and stuff are starting to come out. So I've got an itch. Why is it when I come on camera I get an itch or something? Ow, I'm a bit hard with my nails there. I've cut them but they're still like daggers. Yeah, so it's been a while since my last crochet video and I am going to try to get in a better habit of doing it more often. So even if I've only got a little bit of progress on something, I still think it'd be nice to come on, because I know that some people, they like all the sort of crafty things I do. Others are just into the paper craft, and then some are just into the crochet. So I am going to try and do a crochet video weekly. So fingers crossed. Just depends on appointments, because I've had quite a few again. And some of you might know, I suppose it's about 2 weeks ago, I had a nasty fall. Well, one of my drops. And unfortunately I went backwards, so it's difficult for my mum to catch me. And I knocked myself out a little bit, so I had to spend a few hours in Bournemouth A&E just to play on the safe side, because I'm on warfarin, so because they didn't want any bleeding and stuff like that going on. So it took me a while to get over that. What else has gone on? Just a lot of appointments really, and still like my CBT counselling. Apologies if you can hear the tumble dryer going, obviously with the drizzly weather, no point putting it outside. Just trying to think what else has been going on. No, just working on my Etsy, catching up with a few friends, a lot of appointments, doctors, just don't know where they keep coming from. And then of course, like social service, not social services as such, but anyway, that sort of department, just never ending. And last night, I've had a bit of a nap before my lunch and stuff, because what is it now, 2 o'clock, and it's Wednesday the 12th of September. I was going to say August, but no, it's September. And yeah, so I don't sleep very well anyway, and I have a security light that I switch on and then it's activated if anything comes along the front. Well, I heard this really weird rustling and I was like, not sure what that is, so I got up and came into the lounge and opened the curtain and hoping nobody was out there. And no, it's a great big fox, lovely fox, absolutely beautiful, but sniffing by the front door and scratching and going. And I thought to myself, okay, let's open the window, scare it off, hoping it wasn't going to jump in. Thankfully it didn't. But all of a sudden, as I opened the window and the fox ran off, Dylan, our male cat, jumped in, like nearly into my arms. You know, he's all puffed out, so I think the fox was trying to hunt Dylan down, and so it was lucky that I did go and look, really, because it could have been a bit unpleasant. So I'm going to have to, I don't really want to scare the fox off because I'm not that sort of person, but I'll just have to make sure the cats are in and safe and stuff while they're about at the moment. So I think that's pretty much that side of it. So I'm going to get on with the crochet. And I have finished off the shawl. I'm sure I showed me starting on it, or I showed the yarn I was going to use. I haven't got the label with me, but it is one that I got on holiday, so I have shown it. So it's just a small granny shawl in this lovely baby, I suppose baby powder blue I would call it. It's really pretty, but I only used one ball and it was 400 grams. And I had about that much left, so I knew I wouldn't be able to go up the side again. So it's not, I mean, I've got a cardigan, but it's not a bad size. I mean, you might need a brooch with it or something, but yeah, it's nice and cosy. When I had it on my lap getting bigger, it was quite nice with the evenings a little bit cooler now. So yeah, finish that off. So need to take some photographs of that and get that on Etsy somewhere, because I've got quite a few paper craft items on there but not much crochet at the moment, so I want to work a bit on that. So at least that's finished, so I will pop that there. This I do plan to do a bit more work on somewhere, so I thought I'd just dig it out again, because I've gone through all my wool and there's quite a lot of odd balls, there's a couple of full balls and stuff like that. So I've tied it up all where my yarn is, where my project bags are, so I know where everything is now, hopefully. But yeah, this is a scrap blanket I'm doing using James C. Brett Marble Chunky, just odd scraps, so it's slowly growing. I'm going to have it seven at the longest point. So I'm not sure how it's going to finish totally, and I'm not sure whether to keep it for me, I mean it's really soft, or try it, depending on how it looks when it's finished. It's going to be very, what I call boho, because of the colours and stuff, so I'm going to do a bit more work on that. So I've dug that out, and I'm going to join it with any colours I've got. So at the moment it's getting joined with this greeny one, so that's something I want to do a bit more work on. And I'm on another scrappy blanket, so I made a start on this, so I just got to get hold of it all without it all coming to bits. So yeah, I'm using just a random DK weight balls. There is some Aran in here, but it was quite thin Aran, so it always surprises me when one company says this is Aran, and I think, well, hold up, because let me see if I can find one. So this was Aran that I brought ages ago, and as you can see, it's really thin, yet the shawl I've just showed you said that was Aran. But then it could be a chunky Aran. I suppose it's like DK. You can have a deep, chunky DK and stuff. So, as I thought that looks a bit like I can get away with it with a DK, because it's just one of my scrappy blankets where I just put two strands together, and UK term half treble. So is that a half DC in America? I'm not sure. And I just go back and forth and then do a little border around it. So this will be another doggy blanket somewhere. So yeah, I've got a couple of little projects that I can pick up and do a bit to, because I don't mind sticking to one project, but at the moment I sort of want to vary it a bit, just to get me back into it. Oh, and this bag was given to me last Christmas from a friend. It's actually like a knitting bag, because it's got like the hole on the ends, but it's great. I love project bags, so I'm getting a bit of a collection. So that's pretty much all I'm really up to on the crochet front at the moment. So hopefully I will see you next week with a bit more progress on this, and there might be some hexagons for that blanket. It just depends on how I feel. I do prefer to stick to one project at a time, and I know I haven't got enough oddballs to make this the sort of size I want, so that would be another ongoing project. So it's quite nice to have a couple of little projects. When I get some scraps, I can do a bit of work on it and then go on to another project. So it's sort of an in-between one, because I've got a few balls of James C. Brett yarn. I've got 3 in one colour, so I'm going to do a really big granny, granny shawl with that. And then I've got 2 balls in another colour, so that'll be a hat and scarf set. And I've got some more odd yarn, so hence there'll be some hexagons. And that's pretty much all my yarn really. I am making also haven't started making it, but I'm making the balls of yarn, or fabric rather. So because I do a bit of sewing as well, and I use fabric in my paper crafting and also like lining my crochet bags, I get scraps. So I've been cutting them into strips and joining them together to make fabric yarn balls as such, because I want to make, since so many people do it, sorry, I think allergies and stuff are flaring up with the changing weather again. Yeah, I want to make a scrappy fabric crochet mat. Not for myself, but I just thought, keep getting all these scraps and I hate throwing stuff away, so that's another project that I hope to work on somewhere. But I want to wait till I've got a load of the balls and then sort of make a start on it. Yeah, too many ideas, not enough hours. So I'm going to say goodbye, and hopefully, all being well, I will see you next week with a bit of progress on that, and who knows what else. Okay, take care, bye.